This is Eyewitness News, Washington Brief. Scientists testifying before a congressional committee today called for an immediate reduction in the burning of fossil fuels as evidence of global warming continues to mount.
So it's reasonable to assume that the greenhouse effect is here. It's happening. The warming has begun.
Altogether, this evidence represents a very strong case, in my opinion, that the greenhouse effect has been detected and it is changing our climate now.
The long-debated greenhouse effect may really be here today, and national policymakers are searching for answers.
Now it's 10 minutes past the hour and time for the weather. Today it's going to be hot and smoggy. Highs will reach the mid-90s downtown and top 100 degrees in the inland valleys. They're first-stage smog alerts for most areas away from shore, and there's no sign of a let-up in the hot weather for a few days. So if you can't make it to the beach, stay close to an air conditioner to keep cool. Stay tuned for more news and weather in 1 hour.
Experts show evidence of a clear warming trend globally. With burning of fossil fuels partly to blame, electric utilities in most of the Sunbelt states continue to struggle to meet their peak or highest load demands on hot summer afternoons. To do so, utilities fire up additional fossil fuel generating plants, adding to the level of pollutants in the air. It's a cycle of warming and pollution that makes the need for transition to non-polluting sources of energy increasingly important. Meanwhile, in California's Mojave Desert, there is a company developing electrical generating systems that meet the crucial environmental needs of America, that provide clean, reliable, and cost-competitive power to Southern California Edison during peak demand.
Hey, we're hitting 3.7, Doug. Did you come back?
All this while accounting for over 90% of the world's solar electrical generation. That company is Luz International Limited.
Hey, Johnny, I need you to get out and verify my hot well level.
In less than a decade, Luz has emerged as the world's leader in renewable solar electric power. Luz has harnessed the sun's energy using SEGs, or solar electric generating systems. Large-scale, commercially viable, safe and reliable, SEGs represent a landmark in the field of solar technology. SEGs have proven that solar energy can help meet real utility power needs at competitive prices. Since the first plant, the cost per kilowatt hour has dropped from 25 cents to 12 cents, with a further reduction to 8 cents expected by the early 1990s. The use of clean, renewable energy can displace millions of barrels of imported oil per year, without the safety hazards of nuclear plants. And when total costs of construction, operation, environmental impact, and decommissioning are calculated, solar thermal electricity is cost-effective today. SEGs plants can also be a major part of the solution to the greenhouse effect and other pollution problems. SEGs offer a vast environmental advantage over conventional fossil fuel plants. In conjunction with state and federal agencies, Luz develops its projects in a manner which minimizes the impact on desert ecology. Another advantage to SEGs energy is its peaking nature. SEGs plants provide over 80% of their power during the peak daylight hours when it is most needed, and little during off-peak hours at night, an attractive feature to many utilities. Southern California Edison emphatically agrees. For them, SEGs plants are proven sources of power, efficient and reliable. During SCE's on-peak demand period, SEGs consistently operate at close to 100% of their capacity.
The advantages to us in the Sun Belt is that the solar generation takes place when the utility needs it the most. It comes on in the morning and goes off in the evening at a time that meets our peak demand.
I have about a 4-foot section right there.
This attractive alternative has demanded substantial investment of time and resources. Luz, a privately held corporation, has raised almost $1 billion to develop and perfect the SEGS technology. This commitment has led to development of the world's 7 largest solar plants. Together, they generate enough electricity to meet the residential needs of over 270,000 people. By 1994, 5 more efficient and larger 80-megawatt power plants will come online here at Harper Lake. In combination, the 12 SEGs will produce almost 600 megawatts. That's enough power for the residential needs of 800,000 people, or the population of a city the size of Denver, New Orleans, or Washington, D.C. The SEGS plants combine award-winning Luz solar technology with the same steam turbine technology that powers conventional plants. They produce electricity by concentrating the sun's heat to produce steam that drives a turbine generator. During the day, these collectors precisely track the sun's path, guided by Luz-designed microprocessors and patented sun sensors. Solar energy is focused on our innovative heat collection elements. These use glass-to-metal seals and a unique vacuum technology to maximize the efficiency of the heat transfer fluid circulating through the field. The collected heat is used to produce superheated steam that drives a conventional reheat turbine generator to produce electricity. Sunlight is sometimes not sufficient to produce maximum output from the solar field. When this happens, natural gas, the cleanest burning of all fossil fuels, acts as a backup. With this supplemental energy source, SEGs produce reliable, uninterrupted electricity whenever it is needed, not only during peak demand periods, but also when system emergencies occur. SEGs recently averaged over 90% capacity, operating during a 2.5-week Edison emergency in midwinter.
See if we can get that 709 Charlie open. We need to cool that water down a little bit more, get a little more flow.
Luz designed optical, electronic, and computer networks closely monitor and control system performance. The simplicity and modularity of the solar collector field and conventional nature of the power block enables SEGS projects to be designed, financed, constructed, and placed in service in less than 18 months, a feature which gives valuable flexibility to energy planning. Luz is now installing the 3rd generation of its solar collector assembly. Continuing design improvement and exploration of new technologies will further reduce the costs and improve the efficiencies of future SEGS projects. Through its subsidiaries, Luz International Limited, a California corporation, coordinates its development, financing, design, construction, operations and maintenance, and management of all the SEGS projects in the United States. Luz Development and Finance negotiates new power purchase agreements with utilities, coordinates site development and permitting, and secures and structures equity, debt, and construction financing, $870 million as of SEGS 8, primarily from corporate, financial, and utility investors. Research and development is the responsibility of Luz Industries Israel. Its research has produced the unique heat collection element, the highly accurate sun sensor, and the sophisticated computer control systems. Luz Construction Management handles complete engineering, procurement, and construction services for the SEGS projects. Luz Engineering Corporation provides operations and maintenance services to SEGS projects and can provide power plant operations and maintenance consulting services worldwide. Luz Partnership Management represents the investors' interests and provides the SEGS projects with on-site monitoring, reporting, accounting, insurance, legal, and other services. This broad-based and fully integrated LUZ organization has helped make LUZ the world leader in solar electrical power generation. LUZ also works closely with a multinational network of subcontractors and joint venture partners, each a world leader in its field, to supply materials for SEGS projects. The reflector services for the solar collectors are produced by Flabeg AG in West Germany. The advanced turbine generators and additional system parts are produced by Acier Brown Boveri in Switzerland and other turbine manufacturers. Other components are manufactured in Mexico, Italy, and South America, as well as the United States. As the world's need for environmentally sound sources of electrical power become more acute, it is clear that more and more energy will have to come from cost-competitive and clean energy sources. Fortunately, the SEGS projects provide a reliable option now. LUZ has proven the viability of solar energy to meet real energy needs. As consumers, utilities, and government officials prepare for the energy and environmental challenges ahead, LUZ is ready with tomorrow's energy today.